Hey guys, I hope you're all well today. We will continue our story called The Son of Goku is the New Demon King. Son of Goku finally was born, and great chaos will ensue. Kaido, the son of Goku, with Angel Vados, will go to his first day at school next to his little sister called Kiara. Yes, the youngest daughter of Goku with Chi-Chi was also born, and you will see all that now. But first, I'm going to ask you to leave a lot of likes and comment if you want the continuation of this story. With all that done, grab your popcorn and your soda, and let's get to this amazing story. In the 7th universe. A few more days had passed after the birth of the youngest daughter of the Saiyan Son Goku, and this girl was called Son Kira. And, like her half-brother Son Kaido, both had great power in addition to having a similar appearance, apart from the Fado. Kaido had a pair of black wings, but he had to train to keep his wings because for humans, that would be frowned upon. After all, humans tend to criticize before knowing others. With a few more days of training, Son Kaido managed to hide his wings, and with that Chi-Chi had the idea of putting Kaido in a school, which would be the same school where his granddaughter Pan would be studying, and with the help of her best friend Bulma, Kaido would study in the same room as Pan. And with the girl, they could help her uncle adapt to school and learn how humans act. At Goku's family residence. Currently at Goku's family residence, it was possible to see Chi-Chi helping Kaido with his school uniform, and the white-haired Saiyan did not understand why he had to go to a place full of human children if he's not even a human. Kaido spoke. "Why do I have to go to this place called school? I'm not even human like these guys," asked the Saiyan while looking at Chi-Chi, who was finishing putting the school uniform on Kaido. Chi-Chi said, "Because you are still a child, and like any child you should go to school, and there you will be able to make friends. And besides that, you will learn many things that you can find boring. But it will be important, and in the future you will thank me," said the woman with black hair, finishing adjusting the uniform of the red-eyed albino. Chi-Chi said, "But I won't make you go to school. Look at your father. He never went to school. If you want to be like him, you don't have to go to school," said the woman, referring to her husband who was taking care of their new daughter Kiara. Kaido spoke. "Going to school doesn't seem like a bad idea right now. Do I go alone, or do I have to wait for that girl named Pan?" said the red-eyed albino while looking at his father, Son Goku, something that made Chi-Chi give a short laugh. Chi-Chi said, "Well then, Pan will take you to school, and don't call her that girl. She is your niece, so you must take care of her and obey her while you're at school," Chi-Chi said while looking at Kaido. And after a few seconds, the door closed being opened was Pan, who had her backpack on her back and wearing the uniform of the school where they were going to study. Pan said, "Good morning, Grandpa and Grandpa. Uncle Kaido, we have to go soon, otherwise we'll be late. And as it's your first day of school, you should arrive early," said the girl approaching Kaido, who had a neutral expression. Kaido spoke. "That's right. Bye, Mom and old man," said the red-eyed albino, saying goodbye to his family, and soon leaving flying with Pan, and Kaido was using his wings to fly. Not because he had to, but because he liked the feel of the wind in his wings. It didn't take long for the two children to arrive at school, where many noticed the color of Kaido's hair and eyes because white hair and red eyes drew a lot of attention. Soon the two Saiyans arrived at the classroom where Kaido had to introduce himself, and then he sat next to Pan and paid attention to the class. But beyond her, he also managed to hear some students talking about him and the color of his hair and eyes, something he learned to ignore such comments on Chi-Chi's orders. After the end of the class, Kaido stayed in his place reading the books he would have to use throughout the year. But soon his peace ended when some boys approached him and knocked on his desk to get his attention. Kaido said, "Do you need anything, or did you just knock my table because you thought it would be fun?" said the boy in a neutral tone, still reading his book without worrying about the boys beside him. Boy 1 said, "Yes, we need you to leave my place," said the leader of the group of children to the albino, who found that a bit childish even for a child. Kaido said, "I don't remember seeing your name written on the chair, and when I arrived there was no one there. So if possible, could you stop disturbing me, because I'm trying to understand the content of this book," said the white-haired Saiyan to the human children, who were irritated by his neutral tone. Boy 1 said, "Well, don't complain, because you are the one who pissed me off, and you deserve it," said the boy before trying to punch Kaido. Kaido, seeing the punch coming toward him, didn't react, because for him, the boy was so slow that it wasn't worth dodging the punch. So he received the boy's punch in the face, but Kaido didn't even react. But the boy who had punched him started complaining about the pain in his fist, because for him, punching Kaido was the same thing as punching a concrete slab. Boy 2 and 3 said, "Boss, now you bastard," said both boys, already going up to Kaido, but this time the Saiyan just took 2 balls of paper that were on his table and threw them at the 2 boys, who ended up fainting due to the force at which they were hit, leaving everyone in the classroom impressed, and those who had spoken ill of him were afraid. Boy 1 spoke, Who do you think you are to hit me and my friends? I'm going to tell my big brother everything, and he's going to come and beat you up. Wait and see, said the boy, soon picking up his two friends and leaving the place. Kaido thought, is that what just happened? The kind of bully who tried to intimidate the newbie? But the rookie ends up beating him, and then he comes back with the group to beat up the rookie. It's similar to the scenes I saw in the series with Mom. Well, whatever. They'll never be able to hurt me, thought the albino, soon returning to focus on his books. Hours later. A few hours had passed, and together with them, the classes had ended, and now Pan and Kaido were leaving school, and they would go to their houses. It didn't take long for both of them to arrive at Pan's house, and soon Kaido separated from her and went to his house. But first he would have to solve the problems with certain people who had been following him for a long time. Kaido said, "Look, I don't like to be followed, so come here so I can finish you off at once," said the calm boy as he turned around and looked at the boys he had defeated earlier along with other older boys. Older boy said, "You must be the boy who hit my little brother and his friends earlier, and not only that, you also on your first day of school accompanied his future girlfriend to her house. You brat, today me and my friends will have to teach you good manners. I hope you don't scream for help." "Haha," said the older boy while snapping his fingers and having a few laughs with his friends. Kaido said, "Sorry, I'm not the one who needs to ask for help. You're going to need help," said the Saiyan in a neutral tone that soon became a bit demonic. Even more so when he gave a small sadistic smile, and an aura reddish light began to emanate from him. On Universe 7's God of Destruction planet. Currently on the planet of the God of Destruction, it was possible to see Beerus taking a vitamin, and next to him was Whis, who was eating some instant noodles, and it didn't take long for Beerus to speak because he realized that his angel was strange since the day son Kaido was born. Beerus said, "What's up, Whis? You had that worried look on your face for a few months now." "What is worrying you so much?" spoke the God of Destruction to his master and friend, but he already knew the reason and just needed a confirmation. Whis said, "I'm worried about my nephew's son Kaido. I don't care about his well-being, but what he can and will do in the future. He has a power that must surpass that of all the gods of destruction, and if you doubt the angels too," said the angel to his god of undoing. Beerus said, "So I'm not the only one who thinks this way," said the God of Destruction, attracting the attention of his angel. Whis said, "I don't understand." "What do you mean by that, Mr. Beerus?" he asked the angel to his God of Destruction. Beerus said, "The day they announced that Vados and Goku would have a child, I felt that something was going to happen, and after his birth I was sure. That boy is not normal, and he will bring a lot of problems to us in the future," said the God of Destruction with a serious look. Returning to planet Earth. Currently on planet Earth, in a further location, it was possible to see several bodies of young people dead on the ground that was full of blood, and among them was Kaido, standing holding the boy who had bothered him earlier, and the Saiyan was holding the boy by the neck. The boy said, "Please, don't kill me. I swear I'll never bother you again." The boy implored the Saiyan, who just smiled. Kaido said, "Sorry, but I don't like to be bothered, and I can't leave you alive. I don't like leaving loose ends. Now die," said the Saiyan, creating a key sphere in his hand and pointing to the boy's head, who would try to scream, but at the same time, everything ended up being exploded by Kaido's key attack. Kaido said, "It's a good thing I used a key barrier around my clothes. Otherwise, Mama Chi-Chi would want to know why she's full of blood, and would be annoyed with me. Well, let's go home. I'm hungry, and I want to see my little sister," said the Saiyan, giving a small smile and then releasing his black wings, and leaving the place where he had been eliminating those young people without the slightest mercy or empathy. With that, we end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes in the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you on another day, guys.